What? It looks fine on the other side. What happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on here, but I think we're having technical difficulties.
We gotta edit this bullcrap out, but this is gonna bug me a lot.
We are not good, bro. Are you good, bro?
I'm great.
Is it straight?
Does it look straight?
It looks straight.
It looks straight?
Is the picture straight?
I'm looking like a freaking college girl right now. In the stance I'm in.
Does it look straight?
It looks
Does
straight,
the picture look...
Yeah, it looks straight.
Okay, now it's straight where I'm sitting.
Okay, good. Alright.
Alright, don't touch anything. Don't.
I'm not touching anything
It's tilted again!
I didn't touch nothing!
No, I was lying.
Oh, thank God. Whew.
Alright, I'm unplugging it.
Oh, thank goodness. No feedback. Hi! Hello! How are you guys?
Anywho, hey there, boys and girls. How you doing? Yeah, so if you look around... I just touched something.
What did you touch?
I don't know.
Oh.
Alright, if you look around, we're trying this new setup out because reasons.
Yeah. And, wanted to give this place a shot.
Yeah.
Ooh, also, great thing to add in. Excuse me for the washing machine noises. Woo!
Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, now the world knows we're recording.
Yeah! Alright.
Alright, so yeah, we're trying this new setup out, and would you please join me in the first popping of the Jasmine Teas in this new setup? Mm-hmm. In 3, 2, 1. Crisp.
I think last week's was better.
I do too, yeah. It's kind of fun, because like every time when I edit these back, or rather when our editor edits these back, I have to like drop them down, because like it always just...
Mm-hmm. It's piercing. They get clipped so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So.
Alright. No, so I have quite a lot this week.
Yeah, I gotta get them out this week too.
Yeah, some of it is a bit heavier than what we're used to.
Mm.
Well, first let's start off on a lighter note. NF dropped a new single after almost a
He
year.
did?
After almost a year.
Why was I not notified of this? I am ecstatic right now.
After almost a year of radio silence, he dropped another single.
Yes.
And what makes it better, he made it with a fan.
Oh, sick!
Yeah.
Yeah, good for that fan. Congrats to him. Mm-hmm. That's an achievement right there.
Yeah, so go check out chasing _ in parentheses demo by NF on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever.
Oh, it's a demo.
Yeah. Demo.
If
it was a demo, I don't think he would have released it.
Who knows? It might have been that good, and it's just a demo, though. Because, like, what if they actually give it the full force?
No, but he was saying on Instagram, like, this was one of the songs that would have gotten scrapped.
Oh,
but
damn.
Since this fan, like, covered it, and he was, like, so inspired by her voice, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, might as well. Why the frick not? All right. Dang, NF.
It is, admittedly, it's nothing like you've heard. It's not anything like you've heard before. It's very much like, do you know Let You Down?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
With Ruel.
Not the same song, but yes, it's kind of like that one.
Oh, wait, this is not the NF song?
No, it is.
It's, Let You Down.
Yeah, it's like that. Only Ruel's not on that song.
Not on this one that just came out.
No.
Okay, but the last one that was with her. Like, Let You Down.
Ruel's not on Let You Down. It's just him.
Who the heck? What song was Ruel playing?
I think
played in?
That's Outkast.
No, Outkast. She wasn't on that one.
What is it? Hold on, time out. Now I'm looking. Now I'm curious.
Because that's a Perspective.
Perception. 10 Feet Down.
10 Feet Down. That's the one.
10 Feet Down, Let You Down. They both have down on the title.
Down. It's fine. We get mixed up on a couple of things. It's fine.
Okay. So yeah, that's the NF note I wanted to touch on.
Yeah.
The second note, this isn't something we normally talk about here, but this has to be addressed.
Oh no.
So do you keep up with Logic at all?
I have seen a headliner for Logic once before.
Well, story time. After Logic released Under Pressure, he signed a deal with Twitch to just stream for them.
Yes.
He found out on stream that virtually everyone who worked on No Pressure did not get paid.
What?
So he called his manager, his producer, all the featured artists, and like they just said no, we didn't get paid.
What the hell?
He tweeted at Def Jam on screen like, "Yo, pay my people."
Yeah, like that's freaking ridiculous, man. So all that stuff that they just put out there, put their hard-earned time and money, and they did not get
they didn't get a cent.
Oh
No, and
my
what makes it
gosh.
worse, like, none of the fans who ordered merch didn't get their merch. And bear in mind, No Pressure dropped in July.
Yeah,
And it's October, so
that's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. And I don't mean this like, don't take this as us coming after Def Jam. Just people deserve to be paid for their work.
I mean, I'm not gonna really instigate anything else, but I mean that's crazy though.
Yeah.
But one of the headliners I did see for Logic is that he paid $220,000 for a Pokemon card. That's insane. I don't know what Pokemon card it was because
Oh no, it wasn't a single card. It was a pack.
It was a pack?
It doesn't make it better.
oh, but still, it's a $220,000.
You know, that's a really weird trend that's been like on this wave recently, like Pokemon cards. It's like, I get the appeal, but would you spend really $150,000 on cards?
I mean, you gotta like keep this in mind. Pokemon cards has been the pinnacle
No, I understand that.
of card games.
Yes,
I mean, unless it's Magic or
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is still holding on by a thread because Pokemon is
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, smacking the game as usual.
Mm-hmm.
And I still remember there was Yu-Gi-Oh, then there was Digimon,
Oh,
and then there was one other game that was on Cartoon Network in the early 2000s.
Chaotic?
Yes, Chaotic.
I loved that show.
And then after the like during that time period, then there was Bakugan, which kind of replaced the card games because you know elementary schools had that trend that follows the shows, like you know new Pokemon cards, new Bakugan show, new Bakugan
Game.
toys and games. So yeah, but Pokemon out of all the years and all the competition, it still
Still
remains number one.
No, but like so many people have spent like so much money on that. Did you see Logan Paul spend $150,000 on a single card? On one card.
Now that's one card, okay.
On a single card.
I mean, he has admit a lot of times that he has a gaming addiction, and he does love his Pokemon. Like, I'm pretty sure he said that he has a Squirtle tattooed somewhere.
Next to his dick.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't want to mess it up because I didn't know he was tattooed next to his ass or his dick, but
No, he has a Squirtle, he has a Charizard on his dick. Dude!
hey, he likes his Pokemon.
I mean, hey, I don't judge.
he loves his Pokemon.
I don't judge. Just,
It's where he wants it.
I don't judge. It makes him money. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, it's whatever. Because later on in our lives, we're gonna have tattoos in places that we probably never expected. I don't know for me. I don't know for you either. But still, anything can happen in the matter of years that are happening right now.
Anyway, yeah. So, pay the artists pay everyone the money they're due.
Mm-hmm.
Make good financial choices.
Yes.
That's all I got for now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Well, I wanted to talk about big MCU / Spider-Man news. There has been, it's rumors, so take this
Rumors, grain of salt.
grain of salt that
Maguire, Garfield,
Yes.
and Holland.
yes, will be in the next Spider-Man film in 2021 of December?
I thought it was 2022. I don't remember.
Around that time, a few years.
Let's just say a few years down the line.
Yeah, a few years down the line, we will get our first live-action Spider-Verse movie. With all of our... I'm just so excited! Tobey Maguire. I can't wait to see him back in his old suit.
I think it's too good to be true.
And then there's the catch. It's like, that's way too good to be true.
I think if they were going to bring Toby back at this point, they would have done it years ago by now. No, because that's like something fans have wanted for years.
I mean,
see
same way with the Garfield fans, too.
Not really with Garfield.
I mean, I have a friend that can definitely attest with, like, the fact that she likes Andrew Garfield more than Tobey Maguire. As crazy as that sounds.
No, and that's
but-
fine. That's completely fine. Just people have been asking for Spider-Man 4 for one. Like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 for years now.
Yeah.
People have wanted Tobey Maguire to see him put on the suit again.
Yep.
And I think if they were going to do that, they would have done it at least by now.
Yeah. I mean, hypothetically, if this does actually happen, and we
Hypothetically.
and we do get a live action Spider-Verse, we get Tobey Maguire, not at the same age because I mean Tobey Maguire has to be in his like early mid 40s.
I want to say he's like in his 40s now.
Yeah. So definitely we can do something along the lines of him still being as like old man Spider. Ooh. Old Man Spider.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool. I don't know much about Old Man Spider. I had to recheck on the lore for that universe right there. But then you got Andrew Garfield as the Amazing Spider-Man, still chilling, doing his thing. And then you got Tom Holland, and we know what's happening in that storyline. But, like, maybe just come out at different time points, as if, like, while we didn't get our Amazing Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 4, keep their timelines going, so when Tom Holland comes into the picture, it kind of goes to show that the characters didn't just jumped right in the same time, same place, along with Tom Holland. Like, show like they actually age, and then we actually like experience not only our youth getting like smaller and smaller as we get older and older, but same way with the characters, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It seems too good to be true now.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get my hopes up, because if it comes out and when this movie does come out, and it turns out that Maguire and Garfield aren't in it at all, that's gonna crush a lot of people.
Oh, this is gonna crush a hella ton of fans, and that's gonna be a really big upset because.
Although I am just gonna say, sooner or later, Sony is gonna have to comment. They're gonna say either yes
or no.
Yeah.
And
depending on that answer, it's gonna...
Whatever answer it's gonna be, Sony has to give it to us. Like, they're gonna have to now, because the comic book fans, the Marvel Cinematic Universe fans, and old Spider-Man movie fans are ecstatic right now. They're off the fucking rails. So, letting this shit marinate is just only gonna make shit worse. Because if people are like, not getting the answer...
They're gonna let... If they let this shit marinate, because then the fans are gonna be like, oh, Sony said this, when they never actually said that.
Yeah. And it allows the speculation snowball to form.
They're gonna start forming their own ideas and like turn that into facts, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Exactly. And then when the actual thing comes out, the actual movie, and fans are like gotten all these reviews, gotten all these freaking conspiracy theories all in their head, rushing through their minds, and they're like, oh man, here we go. This is gonna be the scene when Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield comes out, and we're all gonna go crazy. Exactly. Like, we don't mean to be pessimistic about this, but it's a possibility, because
keep real expectations.
Yeah, real expectations. But don't get me wrong, I'm on the side of hope on this thing. Like, Kaine maybe not so much, but for me, I really hope this for this to be.
It's not that I'm not hopeful. It's just
like, you just don't want to like be fully committed to it, because you're just gonna be heartbroken, as everyone else will be, if we don't get what we were looking for in the long run.
And also, we have a Spider-Verse already. Why make another one?
True. And I remember you were talking about how you liked it as a cartoon instead of the live action.
And I think there was speculation earlier in the year that Maguire was going to come back to voice Peter Parker in the Spider-Verse sequel.
Huh. I actually had a theory in what would happen to Peter Parker in the Tom Holland version. And it had something to do with maybe like a backstory for Peter. And I would think that if Tobey Maguire would have come back as Spider-Man, but he will come back as Uncle Ben.
I've seen that theory. I don't...
Because the age of his aunt is the exact same age you would expect Tobey Maguire to be. And that will be kind of like, a cool way. Because they already backed JJJ from the Raimi Spider-Man.
I feel like... No, that's kind of different, though.
It's different, but I mean, I think that would be cool to pay homage to the older fans, the ones that still think back to Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man and him being that mentor to Tom Holland.
No, I've seen that theory before. I just feel like if the MCU has avoided Uncle Ben just...
A lot. Because it's the same thing with the Batman story. It's a rinse and repeat with Batman losing his parents to
No, to which... It's not that we had to see Uncle Ben die again. We didn't.
Yeah.
Just... I'm trying to find the words to explain this. It's not that we had to see Uncle Ben die again. It's that he should have been mentioned in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that I will really pick it back on what you're saying with Uncle Ben not dying again. We don't have to see that, but I think we should just get one scene where he just says that iconic line, "Great power comes great responsibility."
Or just something my uncle said.
Exactly.
Just one little callback to Ben is all we need.
Mm-hmm. I just think that a theory with Uncle Ben being Tobey Maguire, I think that would be a cool thing to see if he doesn't come back as Spider-Man for the IRL Spider-Verse.
You mean like as a flashback to Uncle Ben? That'd
Yes.
be cool. That'd be cool.
Like, not like, him coming back from the dead or some shit. Like, yeah, just a simple flashback. Like, maybe give 10-minute, 5-minute screen time. And, like, it'll just be a subtle remake to the song. Not the song, to the scene in the Raimi Spider-Man
in the car.
where they're in the car. Yeah, something like that. And then that's all we can get. And then we can just all just cry in our freaking beds. And he's like, Uncle Ben! But he's actually our Spider-Man! So, yeah. But that's one half of the Spider-Man news. Second half. Now, this one is speculation for who the main villain might be for the next MCU
People said it's
Spider-Man.
Electro. People are going to say it's Venom.
Some people think Hobgoblin might
Some
come
people
in.
have thought Scorpion.
Scorpion?
Scorpion was in Homecoming.
I mean, wait, where?
No, he was, like, do you remember... Okay, the guy who was always talking with Vulture, he had the Scorpion tattoo on his neck.
I never realized that.
1 second, hold on. I watched the film recently, like, that's... Like, and he called him Matt Gargan. Like, is that...
That is Scorpion. That's Scorpion's alias.
Yeah.
Not alias, but that's his real name. Matt Gargan. No, I think Scorpion would definitely be a big candidate for Spider-Man because J. Jonah Jameson hired Matt Gargan to expose Spider-Man.
Yeah, this guy?
Holy crap, yeah.
Also, does he look familiar?
I mean, who am I supposed to think of other than Scorpion?
Did you play Far Cry 3?
Oh, shoot, no way!
Yeah, that's Voss.
No way, that's not Voss.
Dog, it looks just like him!
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a giant scar in his freaking left side of his face that's throwing me off, but yeah,
That's Voss.
that looks a lot like Voss.
When I saw them, I'm like, wait a minute.
It's like, that's Voss!
Holy, you're dead!
He's like, yeah, didn't I shove a knife in your chest not too long ago?
And then fuck your sister.
Oh, yeah! I totally forgot about that part. But one of the things that is kind of like, starting some speculation for the MCU Spider-Man villain is Hobgoblin. And the actor who played Ned, Jacob,
Yes.
yeah, he's like really trimmed down.
Mm-hmm.
And he showed his new physique on social media, and people were like hyping him up, saying, "Oh man, you look great, you look good, dude." And then other people were like, "Oh, hold up, because I know that the character who played Ned in the comics turns into Hobgoblin." Because when they speculate that when Ned finds out that Spider-Man, who he knows that it's Tom or Peter Parker, sorry, I'm getting the names mixed up, but Ned knows that Peter is Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. And so now with Mysterio's video out showing that Spider-Man is killing him, showing that he's not a hero, he's a villain, they think that with Ned having a new stature now, he's all buff now, that when he finds out about Spider-Man being a villain, he might turn into the Hobgoblin to combat against Spider-Man because, one, that was his friend and he trusted him.
Yeah.
But rumor, grain of salt. Don't take this as word and fact, but that would be a cool thing to see.
Personally, I think that's a bit of a reach because number one, we've seen Hobgoblin in the movies already.
Was it the James Franco?
Yeah,
That was Hobgoblin?
that was Hobgoblin.
I thought that was just his version of Green Goblin. Like, this is just like the son of Green
No,
Goblin.
that was the Hobgoblin.
That's really what they considered as Hobgoblin?
Yep.
You're capping,
I'm not.
bro. What? I didn't want to believe that to be true. Really?
Yeah.
Either way, I kind of like that.
No, I kinda liked it.
I thought that was pretty fucking sick. I mean, 3 was so good. Well,
Compared to the rest of them, it wasn't as good, but it was still pretty great.
it was still pretty good. I mean, rewatching it now, I can see it's like not that great, but from the previous ones, I mean, 2 obviously being the best one.
2 was just...
Dude, 2 was like, wow. But 3 is not as great as like 1 and 2, but still good nonetheless.
It was still pretty great.
Yeah.
It was still...
Has some great action. I think so. Well, some action scenes.
All right, is that all you have on Spider-Man?
I have a question though.
Oh,
if you had to decide, out of all these goblins, which one would you prefer, like as the best goblin? So you have the Green Goblin, like the OG Green Goblin. Then you have the Ultimate Universe Goblin, the one that Miles Morales has to fight. Then you have Hobgoblin. Then you got James Franco Green Goblin, and then you have Raimi's Green Goblin. And then those 5.
Wait. James Franco Green Goblin.
Yeah, the Hobgoblin
right.
that we just talked about.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then Raimi's Green Goblin. So if you had to choose which one and why would you decide that one to be the best Goblin?
I'm gonna say probably just the original Green Goblin.
Okay.
Mainly just because what? Nope.
Oh.
On the one hand, the original Green Goblin, you can't beat the OGs.
Yeah.
You can't beat the classics.
Can't
but on
beat
the
the
other
classics.
hand, Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin was pretty freaking great.
No, he did a very great job. Yeah.
You put me in a sticky wickety.
yeah. Because there's a lot of variations to that character. And but a lot of them sent, except for Green Hobgoblin. But yeah, that's why I wanted to ask that question, because that's a very tough question. There's a lot of candidates, each of them equally pretty well.
I'm gonna go with the OG.
OG?
Just because I grew up on that one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I think that is all for. Yep, they have the live action Spider-Verse, so I can check that off. I think I'm good.
Okay.
On that.
Well, this is something like this is something I've wanted to talk about all week.
Ooh.
There is a show on Netflix. It is called Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beasts.
Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beasts.
You've at least seen the posters. Like, it's been plastered everywhere.
Well, my search base is pretty crazy. I'll have to see it, and check it out. Actually, I can just look it up. I got my computer right here. We got smart boys. We got Google on one hand and Google on the computer.
It's an animated show, so maybe you've seen it, maybe not. This thing?
No, I actually have not.
Really?
No. Because, not Instagram, but
Netflix.
Netflix is on search base and
No,
what
yeah, I
you
understand
watch
that, but
before.
normally it shoves just any Netflix original in your face.
Yeah.
Like, I get ads for Blind Manor, and I've never.
I actually just got an ad recently today about the thing called Revolution, and it's a 18th century reimagined French Revolution show, and it's crazy coming attraction. Like, there's more to it than I actually expected to be. But yeah, I totally get with what you're saying. That Netflix is just like, here.
This is our stuff. Watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, with Kipo, on October 12th, it recently had its final season.
Mm-hmm.
And just the show, it evolved so much. Like, the first season was just this little girl in this death trap of a land.
Everyone's trying to kill her.
No, because, the first season, basically humans live underground, and the top and the surface is just, really weird fucking animals. Like, you have a four-eyed pig, a bunny with, 6 legs.
What?
Death ivy.
Poison ivy's already bad enough. There's death ivy?
Yeah. Let's see what else is there. Oh, God. Oh, there's dubstep bees.
Okay, I can appreciate that.
and get ready for this.
Oh, God.
Lumberjack cats.
Wait, so you're telling me that I should be worried about a cat wearing a flannel and some jeans with a belt buckle
And an axe.
and an axe? Is it the axe with for the tail?
No.
It's just a random cat.
Yeah, no, do you see what I mean? The show went from this goofy, just first season, to a show about racism in the third season. Yeah.
Okay, that's a drastic turn. My goodness. Okay.
Because by the third season, the humans who are living underground, they found a cure to turn all these mutant animals into normal animals.
Animals. Okay.
So I find it really, really, I don't even know what the word is, just strange that it goes from this really weird show, this really cute, charming show with lumberjack cats to...
I'm still lost on that. There's cats with axes for hands. Wait, is it axes for hands? Please tell me axes.
it's just an axe, and they hold axes in their hands. Hold on.
I'll be running for my life with a cat holding an oh my gosh, it's just as how I imagined. It's literally just how I imagined. Wow, that is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. What?
No, and Kipo herself, who's just this really, let's all be friends at the start of the season, to literally ripping people apart in season 3.
Oh. Well then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show escalates quickly.
Bear in mind, this is a show for kids. It's by DreamWorks. Yeah.
That's why I start to realize most of the shows and movies that we watch as kids are very
They get pretty freaking dark.
Yeah. Because I was watching I was scrolling through some movies on some application and I saw Coraline. And then my parents were like, "Oh, that show's for kids." I'm like, "No, that is not." if I brought a 5-year-old today, like today's 5-year-old, to watch that shit, they will be lost in their freaking minds. They'll be like, "Oh my god, what is happening right now?"
I remember when that movie came out. My parents were like, "You're not going to see that."
Yeah. I remember seeing that at my elementary school, and for some reason, I remember being a timid kid, but watching that movie, I was chilling. All the kids around me were like scared out of their fucking minds.
I watched. Well, granted, I was I was a late bloomer when I watched the movie. I watched the movie when I was 16 or 17, I think. I watched it with Jewel, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, seriously. Like, it's still creepy to this day, and we're like about to hit.
It's not scary. It's just creepy. It's freaky. It makes your skin crawl.
Honestly,
especially like with the eyes, you want to cut out your eyes.
Oh god. The button for eyes.
Don't say it.
The button. Oh, jeez.
I don't want to hear it.
Like that.
I don't want to hear it.
My goodness.
Nope.
And that's supposed to be for kids. For kids. Like, this is the thing that I honestly believe that these studios who make these kid shows know that the parents are going to be forced to watch it with their kids. And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I know this is for kids, but I have a subtle feeling that I'm supposed to be paying attention to this too. Because, you know, all the time we watch something, the parents are sucked in because we watch it. Not so much now that we're older, but back then when we were younger and we want to have our parents involved in some of our shits, you know.
Yeah.
But that's a really smart thing with all these studios, I think.
And have you noticed it's only like a streaming service thing? Like, you only find those shows on like Netflix or on like primetime cable. You never see those anymore.
No, you don't. Because nowadays, like, you know, I don't want to say sensitive because I think that was coming as offensive, but like I would say they're more aware of what they put on.
Yes.
Because if you think back in those times when, you know, anything can be posted on there. And
back when the internet wasn't just like when you really could just say anything on the internet and nothing would happen.
Exactly. And that's why people back then who made those crazy videos then that were fine then, and now they're being dug up back from the database of everything that's made from the internet in the early 2000s are now getting in trouble for it. But it's just I actually almost lost my train of thought. But we were talking about the cable. Yeah. But yeah, that's just the thing, because the streaming services, like, you know, it's not, I don't want to say government based, but like, you know, it's just like, you know, it's not coming to a responsibility that's going to affect the studio that's working in cable stations, you know. But yeah, it's mainly starting to have that trend of like, you know, if you want that kid show but like deeper meaning type stuff, go to the streaming platforms.
Yeah, because Kipo definitely has that.
For sure.
Last thing I'll say on Kipo, the movie, it has a dope ass soundtrack.
We ramble and we don't know how to speak English.
It has a dope soundtrack.
Nice.
A dope soundtrack.
Nice. It's good stuff.
They just released their third mixtape, so I'll go check it out on Spotify.
Awesome.
You know, I'll do it at the end.
But no, one of the reasons why I love the band Slipknot is because they don't give a fuck. They do not care. One of the things that makes Slipknot so awesome for me was when I was reading their meaning behind Heretic Anthem. Heretic Anthem was a song that is literally everything, like, not what you're supposed to say in radio stations. Because radio stations like Slipknot songs, but they will tell them, could you, like, do something that makes it more family friendly?
And they're like, no.
Exactly. And so they created that one song to say, we're going to make the song, we're going to do what we want, and we're going to say, screw you, radio stations. But, yeah, that's how I know for sure, like, you know, things nowadays are just slowly, back then, it was not as monetized, and now, as time went on, it's starting to get
it's a lot more
monetized, yeah.
The Slipknot thing put an idea in my head, and I lost it.
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh. Well.
All right, let's move on.
All right, let's get this in. Oh, so next-gen games for the Xbox Series X that are coming for the console. They're not.
Has there been more games announced for the X?
Some of them have been announced, but the main two that were gonna be on there that are like coming out this year for the Xbox Series X is a new Yakuza game and a new Dirt game. Off-road racing game.
Yakuza is coming out on all platforms.
But still, not exclusives, but it's just the one thing that Xbox Series X consumers can get their hands on. It's not, forewarning, it's not going to show the top-notch quality graphics that you will want. It's good, but it's not great.
This actually ties in to what I have later. Okay, no, I recently bought like a PC, like a decent gaming PC.
Oh, nice.
And number one, kind of makes Xbox redundant.
A little bit, because like that's the thing. PC, they're just on another fucking level.
It's a lot of upgrading, which is why I think it's not really worth it in the end, because you have to just keep upgrading it, just for like not the bare minimum, but like for decent settings, like just for decency, how it runs, how it looks. And with a console, you don't really have to do that, because the console is like ported for the system.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just this isn't to shit on Microsoft in any way, shape, or form. Just I fail to see why you would buy an Xbox Series X when you can get a decent PC for roughly the same amount of money and get way more games from it.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Speaking of PC, have you seen the new? I haven't checked it out fully, but have you seen the new Alienware computers coming out?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they look sick. Like from the advertisements I've been seeing for it. Hold on, let me pull this up for you. But the Alienware computers are like absolutely awesome. They look great. I haven't played much on PC, but
is it these things?
Yes, dude, those things are fire.
Yeah, no, those things are worth quite a fat chunk of change.
Oh no, and they're stupid amount.
$5,000? You gotta be
like.
Whoo!
Just for the gaming desktop for the Alienware Aurora.
Just for the tower.
That's $1,000 right then and there.
Click on it. I'm not saying don't buy a PC, because like at the end of it, at the end of it, it is a very good investment.
It is a great investment.
No, because like there's other uses for it other than gaming, but
yeah. But oh my gosh,
let's see what we're working with.
$1,000, dude. Because you got a 6-core, 16 megabyte L3 cache,
16 gigs of RAM,
and then you got a max boost clock and 4.1 gigahertz.
Hit the mic, sorry.
Yeah, this thing is stacked.
Beefy.
Nah, that thing is freaking stacked, dude. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's one thing when you brought up PC, I'm glad you did, because I saw those Alienware advertisements, because back then when Alienware didn't have this new crazy stuff going on, I kind of thought about getting one for a laptop.
Alienware is still like a very good...
Yeah, for sure. But it's just so expensive. It's so expensive.
They're expensive, but they're worth it.
Yeah, they are worth it.
Well, I didn't get an Alienware. I got an Asus laptop for about like, I want to say $300-400. You know,
nice.
It was dirt cheap, and that thing is normally worth like $2-3 grand.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. I got it for dirt cheap.
Did you get it at... Wait, where'd you get it at? I don't even know.
It was like a major discount on Amazon.
Whoa.
Like I think I like pulled a lucky number. Someone in the stars looking out for me. I don't know.
Bro, that's so sick.
No, that was just... No,
it's just like...
No, now here's the bad part about PC gaming. I think I'm getting addicted.
You got addicted to TikTok, now you're addicted to PC gaming? What else is happening here?
Here's the thing. Like on the first day I got the PC, I bought Skyrim again.
Oh boy.
Like, and you know.
Did you get the actual version of Among Us too?
What?
Like, go on Steam and just get Among Us,
yes,
and it's
I
like
did.
3 times better than the phone. Oh god.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
I did, and it's great. Like with Skyrim, like I just downloaded Skyrim and then like 40 mods. I'm like,
oh my gosh! Do you know there's a secret room where you can get all the
items.
stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
You will get in trouble for it for sure.
No, I've went there.
You probably shouldn't say that on record, because now they're gonna come for your ass.
What are we gonna do? Bethesda, I have given you so much money from that game. What are you gonna do? Kick me out?
Yeah, they can do that.
I've bought that game. Let's see. For the 360, for the PS4, for the PS4 twice, for the Switch, and now for the PC. Y'all are really gonna kick me out?
Mm-hmm. They would.
Try me. Business.
It's just business. They don't care. The Honey Badger don't care.
No, I don't.
They don't care.
I don't see how they can kick anyone out though, because like it's.
They can ban. They can ban.
It's not online though. It's like just. The game's already saved in my PC, so
However they do it, there's some stuff that we probably don't know about that's behind the scenes. But I do want to get in touch on this one topic of how stupid this might be. Well, it might not be stupid for some of you, but you heard about this PS4 update, right? Do you know what this PS4 update is gonna like even change? Because like I really want to make sure you know what this is.
what PS4 update?
There's an update on the PS4 that allows the company at Sony to listen in on party voice chats and moderate them. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, you're no longer safe saying whatever the hell you want
I mean,
in party chat.
that's kind of a good thing and a bad thing because Xbox Lobby.
Nah, people are going nuts. Like, they're going nuts.
On the one hand, yes, but on the other hand, that's also kind of a breach of privacy.
Yeah, I mean, lots of people on social media, especially on TikTok, because that's where there's somewhat, from what I'm watching, they're like kind of speaking out a little bit more on. Mm-hmm. They're just like, oh shit, now I can't say whatever I can say on party chat. I don't feel safe now because now I feel like someone's gonna be listening.
No,
and
quite
what
frankly,
I'm saying.
I feel like that's kind of a good thing because people can say some really really mean shit.
Exactly.
And it's
and so hence why this party moderation thing is gonna be like starting some real kind of change.
which is why I don't do like online parties anymore. Just it got so.
Yeah.
I won't go into that, but it got so.
I mean,
toxic
it's
and
old
so,
news with the whole party thing.
It got so toxic and so awful, and just I don't want.
But it's all really based on the community.
Yeah.
Yeah. But PS4 updates, that's one thing. But the PS5 UI first look, have you get the chance to see that?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my goodness! I just saw screenshots of it, and it looks awesome.
It looks pretty great.
It looks really good.
No, I remember seeing the thumbnail. I'm like, that looks really great. That looks really pretty.
Yeah, it really does. But for some reason, I get subtle Xbox vibes from it. Like, not like the same.
It's not like they don't copy each other. Let's be real.
Yeah, for sure. Like that. I just learned from my communications class that Apple copies stuff from the not the Windows, but the Android phones.
No, yeah, and vice versa.
Yeah. So it's not old news or anything. I mean, it's not new, but like it's old news. So. But that UI look, like the UI looks really really cool.
I'm drinking a lot. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, dude. Like you're gonna have to go to the bathroom in the next few minutes with everybody.
Not to brag, but I have steel. I have
a bladder of steel.
Yes, that's what I meant.
I mean, I can say this, and I don't mean to expose. I won't say names. Had a friend who thought that can handle any vodka, any kind, drink as much as they want, and then not 1 minute after telling me that, instantly went to the bathroom. So know thyself. That's all I can say.
I'm not going to name any names, but someone I knew, like, pissed in a bottle after a show.
I mean, you gotta go. So, I mean...
And the worst part is he spilled it and it smelled.
You know, wait. Funny story. So, when I was marching at Strike 2, for you guys that don't know, it's a marching band group. So, marching band nerds, that's what we used to do in our time in high school and a few years after college. Yeah, sort of. So, we were at the hotel. We were outside in the parking lot practicing, and then we were loading up our stuff to get ready to go over to the arena. While we were loading up, one of the members from the front ensemble found a bottle filled with something. And so, it was yellow-ish. They couldn't tell.
Was the bottle warm? I hope it wasn't.
I really did not want to like find out for myself. I just let them mess around. So I'm just watching them dicking around with the bottle. And then one of them had the great idea to grab a large stick and bat with it. So the person holding the bottle pitches it. The dude with the stick hits it and explodes right in front of his face.
Why do I feel like it's something Bella would do?
It wasn't her. No, it was someone else from the ensemble. I think I was right next to Bella when it was happening, and her and I were just looking at them like,
y'all are fucking idiots.
yeah, like y'all are stupid. We're laughing our asses off, but no, it explodes in his face. He's running back. He's running back to the hotel room, fully drenched in from what was in that bottle, and we actually believed it to be piss. So we think it was that. And so he's running back to the hotel, completely soaked in piss, and that was it. That was the end that we saw from him from that day. After that, he was MIA.
That's nasty.
He had to change his shirt and everything. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy.
That's disgusting.
Man.
That's disgusting.
Funny.
Thanks, I hate it.
I have a lot of gaming news on here, but I actually want to mention another thing for the Series X. That there's this cool feature that I saw on TikTok talking about a quick resume. And it allows you to transition from one game to another without even restarting it from the title screen. Dude was on Borderlands, right? He goes on Borderlands, plays on it for like 2 seconds to kind of show he's moving around. Then gets off the game, starts another game. That game starts off with the title screen, everything cool.
I think that's what they tried to do with the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I remember there was something about that with the Xbox One. I don't know whether they did it or not.
Yeah, but now they actually got it to work on the Series X. And dude went on to another game, played that game for a few seconds, and then went back to Borderlands, and there's a little icon on the top right corner that said quick resume. He pressed on that, went exactly right to the went right back to the same spot he was at before. Like, really cool thing.
That was probably just for the sake of the demo, but I can't see why you would ever want to do that. Because normally when you go in a game, you have like something in your head that you want to do.
Exactly, for sure. But I just thought of it as a pretty cool feature to mention because, it just kind of goes to show, like, nowadays the conveniences of some things that we would want then is happening now. So it's really cool to see some of that coming in fruition.
And I assume that's only if it works on digital, because if you have like a disc, then you obviously can't just like...
No, I think this was on the disc version because from what it looked like, the box... it looked like the Series X, not the Series S, but...
Which, I think Xbox, like, when you put it in the disc, it, like, installs it on the drive already.
So I hope that's the case. That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And also, did you hear about the Series V?
Come again?
Yeah, there was, like, some crazy rumor talking about there was a portable Xbox console.
No, people have been saying that for years.
Yeah, and so one person leaked a photo of like one of the headliners for the Xbox Series V, and then so many I want to say YouTube channels or companies found out about it, went through the photos and just completely demolished it, talking about how unrealistic that is.
That?
Yeah, that. Like, it's so fake. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way for that to be possible. But yeah, I think that's enough Xbox for me. Yep. I'm cool with that.
Well, since we're talking about gaming and we're talking about Xbox, it's on Xbox. It's also on Steam. One of the first games I bought. It's called Tell Me Why.
Oh, okay.
So, I did not. First of all, do you know what Life is Strange is?
Yes.
It's made by the same people who made Life is Strange.
Oh, cool. That was the one with that story with the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that attic or whatever, in that room.
Okay, so when I bought Tell Me Why, and
tell me why.
That
ain't nothing but
no.
Tell me why.
When the game was announced, that's all it was on Twitter. Just tell me why.
Like
even some of the cast, even some of the voice actors were like memeing that. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, why not? It's perfect.
You just gotta.
You gotta.
Okay, so when I first bought the game, I was not expecting much. Bear in mind, I'm still not done with it. I'm like on the last chapter now.
Okay.
I was not expecting much, and like just in that first chapter, it's so heartbreaking.
Oh.
Like
Right off the rip.
right off the bat.
Oh my gosh.
Spoiler alert: their mother dies.
Oh. Ow. Ow.
It's not really a spoiler because
Mama bear.
It's in like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, so it's about these two siblings who were separated because one of them killed their mother. They're separated. One of them is transgender.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I remember when this came out, they were like really skeptical. Like, is this gonna be good? Because like they're tackling a very
very, very big topics and a lot of controversial stuff too, because some people don't like that stuff.
I really don't know. I really don't know what else to say about Tell Me Why. Just like when they come, like the game starts off when they come back together.
I can tell you what else we can say.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartbreak. Okay, I gotta let that go. He's like, God dang it.
Okay, the story starts with these two siblings coming back after 10 years, and it's just. I really don't know what else to say because it's so like wholesome and just and it's so wholesome it can be heartbreaking.
Oh.
Also, Allison is hot as fuck.
Bro, it's a video game character.
Calm down. They're based on real people though.
Calm down. Take your drink. Take your drink.
More of the story. Play Tell Me Why.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. Number 4. Ain't nothing but a heartbreak. I want it. Oh wait, the lights are doing it. No, lights don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do it.
Hold on.
No. Yes.
Here we are.
Success. Ah, good. But
Technical difficulties. Sorry about that.
so, once we're talking about new games here, I want to bring up a really, really big news when coming to one game that is close to both of our hearts. Actually, no, I think it's more towards Michael, but we both have played this before. I like the game, so I think I should reinstall that game. But enough hype up and suspense. Monster Hunter is getting a live action movie. It looks pretty sick. It looks
Okay.
And the lead actress is the lead actress who played Alice from. Wait, was it Alice? Yes, it was Alice.
In the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah. That's my dog right there. Ah.
Excuse me?
Hello?
No, fuck off.
Well then.
Okay. For the Monster Hunter movie, I wrote that down too. Just, in my honest opinion, doesn't look that great.
I think it looks stupendous.
It looks okay.
Well, you see, military family, military vibes. That's just me. So I'm kind of biased towards that stuff. But still, I think it looks great. But why don't you like it? I want to know.
Here's the problem I have with video game movies. They're not usually very accurate. To the source material, at least.
Fair.
Like Assassin's Creed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're not going to talk about that.
Let's
not talk about that. Woohoo! Oh, I was so upset with that movie.
I was too.
Like, I fell asleep on it 3 times, and then I woke up to the final scene. I was just like, oh. We said we're not going to talk about it. Let's keep going. This is...
Like Assassin's Creed, not very accurate. There was Warcraft, not very accurate.
Dude, that movie was hyped up and then died down so fast. Oh my goodness.
There were like all the Street Fighter and the Mortal Kombat movies from the 80s. Granted, that's when video game movies were like,
I mean,
hot trash.
I mean, Mortal Kombat, like first Mortal Kombat movie was kind of fire. Second one was but the first one was kind of fire.
Nah, they were both okay.
Second one was gay. I think the first one was fire.
I will say the first one was corny. It was cheesy.
I mean, but it was made in the 90s, so.
Yeah. So I'll give it. I'll give that one a pass. But just like, and I understand that accuracy does not mean it's going to be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just for a movie that's so for a game that's so bare bones and really has what it's about in the title, Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
What's all this with the military and the? Just, I don't know.
Yeah. I can understand that for sure. Because for me, I take that point of like being accurate to the source. I take that out because I feel like, if I try to pinpoint it or have some semblance of like, oh, yeah, I want to make it seem like when I'm watching this, I can reminisce or have a connection from the video game to here. But I think I want to take off that one thing you said at the very end of your statement talking about it's Monster Hunter. You hunt monsters. And I think I like what they did on this trailer to make it seem like it's not you hunting the monsters.
It's the monster hunting you.
Yeah. And then with time goes on from what it seemed like how it progressed in the trailer, that they hunt the monsters to escape whatever world they transport into.
Now, one thing I will give them. I will. God. Okay, one thing I will give the film. It is very faithful. It's not very accurate, but it is like all the monsters look just how they look in the game.
Exactly.
Like the Diablos, that looks. That's a fucking Diablos.
Oh
my
dude.
god, it bust out of the sand and everything.
The Diablos look sick. The monsters look amazing. Like, I absolutely love how the monsters
and the
look.
weapons just.
Oh, yeah. The weapons
Like, I can
just
tell.
boink.
I can tell this movie is very much more Monster Hunter World than anything else.
Oh, yeah. That's the game I was talking about I should re-download. Because I remember I had to delete it because of freaking Call of Duty. But I digress.
I gave that game a good 150 hours of my time.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Capcom. I loved that game so much, but I couldn't do it anymore.
I mean, that game is huge. Like, very, very huge. And it's growing till this day.
It's still going.
It's still going strong. So
I gave that game 150 hours. I can't go anymore.
Yeah.
I can't.
And I don't think anyone could. Because that's the same way with me and freaking Destiny, I think.
I gave Destiny a good chunk of my time too. I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Mm-hmm. It's just DLC after DLC after DLC.
Oh my gosh.
And there's more coming.
There is? Beyond Light's not the last one?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. Bungie, you're not going to let Destiny 2 go on. Oh, go on, go off. My goodness. But yeah, that was one thing I wanted to bring up for Monster Hunter. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing to bring up.
I'll definitely give the movie a chance.
Oh yeah.
Just.
Because I support my girl Alice. And come at me. Because yes, I like the Resident Evil movies. If y'all were thinking that. Come at me. That was my childhood.
He's serious about this.
Don't come after me with my freaking zombie movies. Even though it wasn't much of a zombie movie, but...
It really wasn't.
No, but still, come at me. First one was more of a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got?
Do I have anything else? Nope, that's all I got.
Okay, so I got a couple more. I think I got some stuff for Tsushima. So that's one of the games.
Oh, I forgot about Tsushima.
Yeah. And then...
Apparently Legends and the update came out yesterday. I slept on that because my PC came yesterday. And then, I was binging in Skyrim.
It's free.
What?
It's free.
No, I know.
You not gonna update? Because I still got to buy the whole fucking game.
Oh.
Because I don't got the game because I thought it was free, like, separately.
No. Yeah, you gotta get the game.
Damn it. $60, I can't.
No, but for someone who thought Tsushima was just... Please don't crucify me. I thought Tsushima was just okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mainly just because there was nothing to do after the end. Like, by the end of the game, I had already liberated the island. There was nothing to do except just run around and kill enemies. Mm-hmm. Then the update rolled around, and they did all this multiplayer and the New Game Plus. Which New Game Plus didn't look that appealing to me anyway. Legends, however... Mm-hmm. Legends looked great.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the main reasons why I wanted to get Tsushima, was because of Legends.
Yeah, Legends looked amazing.
Dibs on the ninja. Just saying.
Oh, I was gonna go Archer anyway.
Okay.
And also, you're in Japan. Aren't you all ninjas? Because you're like it's
I thought they were samurai.
Tsushima is basically just Assassin's Creed in Japan. That's all it is.
Yeah. Wait, no. Because it wasn't made by the same people who made Assassin's Creed.
No, it's not, but it plays pretty much exactly the same
way. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I mean, I just have way too many samurai. Well, I need to get more of that stuff.
Samurai.
Because I have Sekiro and I have For Honor. It's not technically samurai, but it has them in there. But it has that playstyle, like, fighting type FPS looking game for Honor. And then, Tsushima will add to number 3 on the list. I kind of want that. But another thing I wanted to bring up, glad you brought up Assassin's Creed, was that the new character for the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it's
apparently
interchangeable.
You can switch back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my friends actually got to play the demo.
Awesome.
And apparently, she said that he or she, depending on who you pick,
yeah,
Eivor is a very heavy Viking. Like this, Valhalla is not going to be anything like any other Assassin's Creed we
Yup.
played before.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? She described it as nostalgic, but at the same time new enough to bring in new people.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like, no, because they're bringing back, you can just like blend in on benches again. Because you couldn't do that in the other game before.
You couldn't? That's whack.
Yeah.
What the hell?
They took. I think the last game we could do that in was Rogue, and that was all the way back in 2014. Oh my god.
2014. My guy, I didn't even haven't gone through middle school yet.
Yeah, so it was quite a ways back.
14, bro. Oh my gosh, man. I stopped playing after Assassin's Creed 3.
I played Unity. Didn't like Unity.
Yeah, I heard Unity was a cluster fire.
I played Syndicate. Syndicate was okay.
Oh.
No, I lied. I played Origins. I loved Origins. Origins was like... Origins was the reboot that AC needed. And then Odyssey just came and just...
Yep, that's pretty much it. And then, when you mentioned nostalgic, did you mean like as in nostalgic as like the old Assassin's Creed games, like from 1 to 2?
1 to 4.
1 to 4. Oh, okay. So is that okay? I actually might get this one a shot. But yeah, that's one thing I want to.
I'm very, very on the fence about it because modern AC, and I mean modern like Origins forward, has been very, very wishy-washy. Because Origins was great. Origins was loved it.
Yeah, Origins was the
loved it.
Greek one.
Origins was in Egypt.
Origins was in Egypt. Odyssey was
in Greek.
Okay.
Origins was fantastic. Best story, best characters. Oh my goodness.
Better than Ezio?
What?
Not better than my dog Ezio.
Ezio.
Say he's overhyped.
Ezio
I dare you.
Ezio gets too much treatment, and I do mean that wholeheartedly. No, he is the only character to get 3 games to himself.
That is
technically
true.
4.
Wait, which was the 4th one?
It was a small spin-off. Do you remember Assassin's Creed Chronicles?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Because Ezio, he had 1. No, not 1.
No, he had 2.
2. Yeah, that's the
Brotherhood
one.
and Revelations, and then maybe Chronicles China.
Chronicles China. Okay.
He got 4 games and a short film to himself. He got the most coverage out of any protagonist in AC history.
Damn.
Meanwhile, they haven't finished Connor.
No, they have not.
They're avoiding Connor like the freaking plague.
Yeah, they did.
They haven't finished Connor. They haven't finished Edward.
No.
They didn't finish any of the twins.
Connor is
3.
Yeah. Okay. They did not finish Connor.
Didn't finish Edward. Didn't finish this. Didn't finish the twins.
Nope. Yeah, Ezio is kind of the golden child.
Oopsie. Now, here's where the unpopular opinion gets. Golden child, very subjective. I would say favorite child.
Favorite child, yeah. For some reason, why am I not remembering the guy before Ezio?
Altair.
Okay.
Ironically, they finished his story. They left Altair hanging, and they finished his story with Ezio. Yeah.
I see your point. But still, I like Ezio.
I do too.
Okay.
But Connor would kill him. Am I wrong?
No, you're not. Oh, last thing. Reason why the PS5 is so huge. Remember when we had that whole entire joke about how it's like the PS4 sounds like a freaking ventilator?
Yeah, apparently it's all cooling in there.
Yeah, the reason why it's so big is that there's a huge freaking fan. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's murdered ears. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So fat fan. Really, really big fan that takes up 75% of the console is in there. And they did a whole entire breakdown within the PS5. And they pulled the huge, the bulk of the entire PS5, and it was just the fan. And they had the option to get 2 smaller fans, but it was more expensive. Because it would cost more.
So is it a third model for the PS5, or is it just that's one of the building options they had?
It was one of the building options that they had, because they had the option to get 1 fat giant fan that would take up a lot of space and that would make it a lot bigger. Or they will get 2 smaller operating fans. And if they had two smaller operating fans, that'll cost more because, you know, they have to process and program it to work
Naturally.
with two. And one giant big fan doesn't kind of hurt.
Yeah.
And also, this is America. Go big, go home. Bigger is better. Don't quote me on that.
I'm gonna wait for the PS5. Well, I'm just gonna say, you know, with these new consoles, there's gonna be like an upgraded version. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a PS5 Pro. There's gonna be an Xbox Series X something or other.
Xbox Series 1000. Or Xbox Series XX.
Xbox Series X version 1.33.
Xbox Series 110010101110. My Windex face ass. Oh my gosh. That's like how it's gonna be in the future. Like it's gonna be more scary.
Pretty soon Xbox and a PC are just gonna be the same thing.
Yeah.
Because the Xbox is a glorified PC now, let's be real.
In a nutshell, a little bit. Like, I can't really say much about Xbox because I had the Xbox One for such a brief moment. I actually had the 360 and the One.
No, I had the 360. 360 was a good console.
Dude, 360 was like the pinnacle of the early 2000s, to be honest. Like, PS3 was hype, and like the reason why
PS3 was not.
I mean, it was hype because you had free internet.
Fair point.
So that was the only reason why I would have a PS3 or would want to get a PS3 is because free internet.
Free internet.
But
it was just a pain to go through.
Oh my gosh, those download times.
Yeah, do you remember those?
Oh god, I still suffer through them today. I mean, Xbox users are a lot worse though. So
because they have no games.
Sad to say. You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
All right, we are just over an hour.
Just over an hour.
Anything else you want to add?
Wanted to state this, and it pains me to say it because I hate it that it's happening. My single that was supposed to come out this week is being delayed to next week.
Delay times suck.
I hate it. I hate it to the very core. There's been a lot of technical issues and difficulties. One of the plans that I wanted to do was, you know, get one of the like greats to help me out and, you know, really get this thing moving, get this thing going before I released it. Plan was like, you know, finish it up, wrap it up, sharpen the axe, and then fully polish it with instruction, get good stuff in there, and then release it. Either probably it would have been yesterday or today. Can't do that now because, you know, I had it delayed. There's been some technical issues. But don't worry, it's on the way. It is done. It just needs some polishing. Well, maybe that doesn't mean it's done then. But still, grand scheme of things, it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming.
Hold on. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Big whoop.
This is completely non-sponsored, but you see this right here? Sorry Cables sent this to me, and I just want you to know I love them.
It has spoopy vibes.
It's spoopy vibes. It doesn't...
Spoopy vibes.
It has spoopy vibes. It doesn't crackle. It's actually a lot...
You're welcome.
It's long.
I
like it. Yeah, so if you want quality cabling, go hit up sorrycables.com.
Yo.
Thank you so much. Hashtag not sponsored.
Yo.
And not even like, do you want to sponsor me? Just not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. Thanks, Google. Thank you, Arizona, for the quality drinks and the quality searches. We respect you.
We do.
But we would love for you guys to sponsor us. But not sponsored.
Please sponsor us. Okay, that's it.
Okay, bye.